Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another wrestling review. Today we are looking at and reviewing WWE SummerSlam 2018, the biggest show of the summer. I am, of course, your host, Mr. Alex Eden, and joining me is my fellow host, my fellow reviewer, Mr. Jamie Brownhill.
Hello.
So yeah, you didn't enjoy SummerSlam very much, did you?
I did not.
No.
The matches were good, yeah, but the results less so.
Yeah, I get you. There were some results that I didn't like, but well, we got on to that. Did you look at the pre-show?
I caught the half of the cruiserweight one and the tag team one. I missed the first match.
Fair enough, you didn't miss much. I'll quickly go over it. So we are sponsored by, well, we aren't, WWE SummerSlam and their pre-show are sponsored by Tap Sports Baseball 18. So yeah, cool, whatever. Apparently that's a baseball game that you can get on your phone. Good for them. Well, I'll try not to talk about the pre-show too much. Like we kind of went overboard in our Extreme Rules review.
Oh, yeah.
The Extreme Rules review that might never make it onto the internet. But we'll see. So we get Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega versus Rusev and Lana in a mixed gender tag match, which means opposing genders can't wrestle each other. That would be an intergender match if they could. If a tag is made, then the genders have to swap. Well, the other team has to swap. So in this match we get Almas and Vega doing their homage to Los Ingobernables de Japan with their Cien, not Almas, their Tetsuya Naito pose, and Lana and Rusev do like a Rusev go pose. This match is interrupted by a advert for SummerSlam, of course.
Yeah.
And then Vega gets the pin. She used the ropes to unfairly pin Lana and gets the win.
Oh yeah, wasn't it a botch? She barely got her feet on the ropes.
Oh yeah, she only got them for the final the final second. Oh well. The story of this match is basically that Aiden English has been accidentally costing Rusev and Lana matches against Almas and Vega. And now they have a match without Aiden English. He stays backstage, does get involved, but they still lose. So great. we get an advert for WWE toys. You get an excited person with a Shinsuke Nakamura toy going Kinshasa. It's really funny. Oh man. If we ever became popular and started getting an income from this, I was thinking we should buy WWE toys and do a video reviewing the toys.
Hell yes.
That'd be really cool. Alright, so next we get the Cruiserweight title match. Drew Gulak, who is the man who uses PowerPoint presentations to get his points across, versus Cedric Alexander. Gulak's finisher is a reverse dragon sleeper. It's called the Goo Lock. Yeah. Cool. We actually get a video package for this match, so it's pretty cool. And Gulak does the heelish thing where he sticks to the ropes at the beginning of the match to stop Cedric from fighting him, to try and be hey, really? Go away, no, we'll start this match on my terms. Yeah.
Oh, backing into the ropes and saying ref, get the go away.
Yeah,
because that happened about 4 or 5 times during the show, I think.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss does it as well against Wanda later.
Pretty sure someone else does it.
Yeah, probably does. I'm sure we'll find out who does it as we go
Damn
through
it,
the notes. But it's weird because in this match, Cedric Alexander is being really aggressive, and it actually makes Cedric look like the heel. Cedric, learn the fucking rules. Gulak's by the ropes. That means you have to stay away from him. You haven't even started fighting yet, for God's sake, mate. Gulak actually gets the Goo Lock in really early. Makes him seem like he has a chance to win, but Cedric does manage to get out of it. It's a pretty good match, actually, altogether. Not much to say about it, though, other than that. Cedric wins with a roll-up. There we go. Kind of a shame. I think a lot of people were feeling that Gulak would win, because Gulak has a really cool... His PowerPoint gimmick is really cool.
Yeah.
And Cedric's title reign has been kind of shitty and boring.
He's a bit bland, isn't he, Cedric?
He is a bit. Oh well. Anyway, next up is the B Team versus the Revival. You either love or you hate the B Team's new theme music.
Hate it.
I hate it. Thank God.
very deliberate
still
attempt
like
to get a
their,
chant going, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's so repetitive. Fucking, I hate it so much. It just needs to play once me, and I was like, yep, this is too much, never gonna do it again. Oh man, I still like their cheesy and comedic promos they do though. They're still funny.
Yeah.
Like when they were like, oh yeah, we won, we're great. It's good. But their theme tune, my god, and they themselves, they need to go, they need to be done. That theme tune needs to shut the fuck up, and they need to fuck the fuck off. Oh god. It's weird, they're a team that would have been quite popular in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, when there weren't many like good tag teams, and it was just, if you had a fun gimmick and the crowd got behind you, you'd probably be the champions.
Yeah.
But in 2018, WWE has so many good tag teams, and these guys are not a good tag team, and they have a loser gimmick. They need to fuck off. Oh man. We get another SummerSlam advert to interrupt the match, for God's sake. Surely, like, the pre-show itself is an advert for SummerSlam. It's a glorified 2-hour-long advert to SummerSlam because it's a pre-show. So, like, as you're watching the SummerSlam, it's telling you to watch SummerSlam. I mean, as you're watching the pre-show, you are watching something telling you to watch SummerSlam. So you don't need an advert for SummerSlam within what is essentially a glorified advert to SummerSlam. Ah, man.
Yeah, but you need to know about
SummerSlamception.
Ronda Rousey, don't you? People need to know that she's wrestling.
Anybody... Oh, man. It's as if, like, anybody is watching the pre-show or SummerSlam and doesn't know that Ronda Rousey is wrestling. Fuck you, WWE. Stop putting adverts in your adverts. So, I actually kind of enjoyed the end to this match, which is stupid, and I feel bad for enjoying it. Dawson caught Axel in, like, a roll-up small package, but the ref got distracted, because Dash was trying to distract the ref, so Bo goes after Dash, hits Dash, gets pushed by Dash, so he falls backwards over Dawson and Axel, which pushes the small package the other way, so that Axel is pinning Dawson, and they get the win. Oh man, it was kind of funny. Stupid, but funny. And I hate myself for enjoying it. Alright, that's the fucking pre-show out the way. Let's go on to the main show. Here we go. The Barclays Center. They got fucking Terry Crews to do like the intro package to SummerSlam. It's kind of like, I saw him, I was like, what? And I thought it was really funny. And it was also really awesome. Fair play, he has a good voice.
Yeah.
And it was actually like a really good intro video to SummerSlam. Fair play to them. I wasn't expecting that at all. Jesus. It's cool. Cricket Wireless and Tap Sports Baseball 18% WWE SummerSlam. My oh my. The first match on the card is, of course, Dolph Ziggler versus Seth frickin' Rollins for the Intercontinental title, with each man having a man in their corner. The Lunatic Fringe, the returning Dean Ambrose in Seth Rollins' corner, and the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre for Dolph Ziggler. I hate that they're trying to push this Scottish psychopath nickname for him. Yeah. It's like, oh well, because Dean Ambrose is the Lunatic Fringe, so we're called McIntyre the Scottish psychopath, so it seems like they're at odds.
Everyone needs a shit
Oh
nickname.
my god, WWE. Yeah, they do, don't they? Jesus.
I think Finn Balor's
apart from Dolph
annoys me the
Ziggler,
most.
but that's because he has a stupid name. What, the extraordinary man that can do extraordinary things?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Call him the
Extraordinary isn't a term, it's extraordinary. So he'd just be the extraordinary man that can do extraordinary things. I suppose, yeah, he does technically have two, because he does have the demon. The demon Finn Balor.
Anyway.
The Demon King. Jesus.
Oh yeah, what was the deal with Seth's golden boot?
Thanos. It was a Thanos-inspired gear.
I didn't get that at all. It looked weird.
Yep. I didn't get it until, I think, either one of the commentators said it, or they said it on Raw, and I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, it did look like he just stepped in a puddle of gold paint. So this rivalry started because Seth was the Intercontinental Champion. He wanted to be a fighting champion, so he did an open challenge, and then Dolph came out and beat him. Lol. Since then, Seth has been beaten up and beaten down by Dolph and his buddy Drew McIntyre. But for this match, Seth has backup, a returning Dean Ambrose. Oh yeah, Shield buddies reunite. So Dean Ambrose comes out first, which is cool. Big muscly Dean, weird Dean that's hit the gym while he's been injured.
Yeah, man.
And then out comes Seth freaking Rollins wearing a Thanos themed outfit. What a fucking nerd. Ah, jeez. And then weirdly Ziggler comes out before McIntyre, which is really weird because Ziggler is the one in the match and Ziggler is the champion.
Yeah.
But he almost like is the prelude to McIntyre. Really weird. Yeah. So yeah, Rollins and Ziggler are very good in the ring together. They're a strange contrast in that they're very, very similar physiques, like similar heights. So Rollins is apparently 98 kilograms and Ziggler is 99 kilograms. Although I'm not sure how accurate that is now. I mean, Rollins looks bigger than Ziggler to me, but whatever. However, when it comes to their respective wrestling styles, Ziggler is more traditional wrestling based and kind of mat based, whereas Rollins is more high flying, while also using some like power moves, like his buckle bomb and kind of the Falcon Arrow.
Oh yeah, the Falcon Arrow, yeah.
And also his move that he does in this match, where Ziggler goes for a crossbody, but it's the one that John Cena used to do, where like he keeps hold of him and like follows through, rolls over the crossbody and picks him up.
Yeah.
To show how strong he is, which is very impressive having Rollins do that. So yeah, it's a really strange contrast in styles despite how similar they are. Essentially, I would say that Rollins' moveset is more impressive and crowd-pleasing than Ziggler's. That's probably why he's more popular.
Yeah, I think Ziggler's been booked into oblivion as well, so...
Yeah, very true. Rollins has been in more interesting storylines,
yeah.
And he's actually had like the company's backing for a lot of his career.
He was the best thing on Raw recently for ages, wasn't he?
Yep.
When he had the title,
yeah. He was.
Yeah.
And he's also like during his WWE title run, he was pretty damn good when he just started having amazing matches with people.
Yeah.
Like his John Cena matches were damn good. So a fairly slow-paced match that builds up as it goes. Ambrose and McIntyre keep teasing that they're going to fight, but they don't actually fight. Coach says that this is the most impressive title run of Ziggler's career, despite the fact it's been like 2 months. What?
Fucking Coach.
Although thinking about it, I don't remember any of Ziggler's title runs, apart from his World title run. But his World title run, he had one defense and he lost when he was just fodder for Alberto Del Rio's heel turn.
His US title
back
run
at it, Ziggler never has... Oh, back when he was a heel?
No, I mean the one where he won the title and then dropped it the next day.
Yeah, Ziggler doesn't ever have runs with titles, does he? He only wins them and then loses them really fast, and normally loses them to The Miz.
Actually, fair point, Coach.
So maybe Coach is right, actually. Yeah. This might be
for the first time in his life.
Yeah, he's had a successful title defense, which I don't think he ever has normally. Oh man. We get a DDT onto the apron. Looks very cool. Ziggler does a DDT to Rollins onto the apron. Jesus. But Rollins makes it in for the count of 9. Very close, very good. And then we get the amazing reverse Falcon Arrow. The reverse superplex. Yeah, very cool. Looks awesome. Fair play at Seth Rollins. You can still impress us with your growing moveset. Also, we get a pin attempt that turns into a buckle bomb, which is another feat of strength on Rollins. He picks him up from the whatever you call that pin, the kind of the sex pose pin. He like picks him up from that, like what Joe does, and then throws him into the buckle. It looks good. We then get a distraction. McIntyre tries to distract Rollins, but Ambrose pulls him off the apron and dirty deeds him. But that distracts Seth anyway. But Seth avoids Ziggler's superkick and hits him with the curb stomp, or the blackout, or whatever you call it nowadays. Yeah. And he wins the match, winning back his Intercontinental title. Oh my. Will this be the end of their feud? Probably not, but whatever. And then we have the post-match celebration. Him and Dean Ambrose are there, like, yeah, we did it. And I'm there watching it in the pub. I'm like, do it, Ambrose, do it. Turn on him. Attack him. And like they kind of tease it a bit. Like Ambrose walks behind him, and I'm like, oh, he's going to do it now. But then he doesn't. And we just get a kind of like a long celebration where nobody turns and everybody stays face. It's kind of a shame. Really wanted Ambrose to turn. They were kind of teasing it a bit this week on Raw though, which is weird. Rollins went out to have a open challenge. I can't remember who answered it. Kevin Owens answered it. Poor Kevin Owens. and then like you just see like Dean Ambrose there backstage for a bit, like not doing anything because he hasn't got anything to do, just looking kind of angry. And I was like, ooh, is he angry because Seth is Intercontinental Champion and Roman is Universal Champion and he's the only one without any championship, and his only role is to support his two buddies? Is he getting angry and restless?
Yeah.
So he might actually turn pretty soon. We'll see. Or it might be a slow, long, drawn out as Dean Ambrose slowly gets more mental and then turns. Who knows?
I do prefer his more intense character as opposed to his goofy, wacky character.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
A lot better.
This is kind of like what he was to begin with.
Yeah.
When the Shield first split up, it was just intense and mental, but not wacky so much. Yeah.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
We get oh yeah. So kayfabe, Kevin Owens just quit.
Oh yeah. I think
That's
he just
weird.
needs some time off to heal up.
Yeah.
Because he takes ridiculous bumps all the time, doesn't he? I reckon he just needs a bit of time off.
Oh, he does. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe he'll come back with Sammy. That'd be cool. I'd be happy to wait until then if we get Sammy and KO together. I do miss Sammy.
KO on fucking SmackDown.
Why?
Because all the best wrestlers are on SmackDown.
Yeah, but he's already been on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He's already had a feud with AJ Styles.
See him wrestle someone else. It's not
Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd work pretty well. I'm fine keeping him on Raw. Just need to do something good with him, you know. Anyway, we get a backstage segment with the Balor Twins. Fuck's sake, it's the Balor Twins. They're back.
Yeah, why are they back?
Oh my god, they plug their shitty YouTube channel and their shitty TV channel and they're shitty. And they say how they're here to witness Ronda Rousey make history. And they talk about the women's evolution/revolution.
Oh yeah.
Even though, if anything, they held back the women's revolution because they are, in all sense of the word, divas, not women, and they are terrible wrestlers.
Oh, do you?
Especially in kayfabe, they were kayfabe heels as well. Oh my god.
Do you know the rumor of
And
what
they
might
don't-
be the Evolution main event?
Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that, because I really want to see
Nope, don't
Ronda
care.
break Nikki Bella's arm.
Do not care about the Bellas.
I don't, but well, I do because I hate them, so I want to see Ronda beat them up. Anyway, there's no mention at all about Brie's husband, Daniel Bryan, and his match. Nope. They just don't mention that, and they leave. What? For God's sake, Brie, your husband has a big match coming up, and you don't even mention it. Fuck's sake. Alright, next up, we're only on to match 2, holy shit. The New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Luke Harper is wearing a very cool mask. It looks like a stag skull. Eric Rowan is wearing a kiss mask. I've also got Eric Rowan is wearing a Stormtrooper mask. I've also got Eric Rowan is wearing an Emo Casper mask. Eric Rowan's mask. He did. He looked ridiculous, especially next to Luke Harper, who looked cool. He actually had like an actual skull, an actual stag skull.
Yeah.
Looked fucking cool. I don't know what. I guess Eric Rowan's was meant to be his old like sheep mask, but with black paint on it. Just looked awful. It really did. The match itself though was really cool. Really enjoyed this match.
Yeah.
Probably the Bludgeon Brothers' best match so far. We get 2 belly to bellies from Big E on the outside. It's very cool. Oh man, this reminds me of the kind of matches that the New Day have with the Bar and the Usos, where like it's a lot of high octane action, a lot of false finishes. A very good match. I also noticed that it doesn't matter which 2 of the New Day wrestle. It's always, they're both really good together, all combinations.
Yeah.
And they're always ready to have good matches, no matter which 2 of them it is. Oh man. Alright, we get the insane and awesome spot where I think you have Luke Harper on the outside and Woods freaking hits the diving elbow from the top rope to Harper outside the ring.
Shit, man.
Crazy spot. I feel sorry for Xavier Woods' ribs and shoulder and arm, but damn, that was cool. I thought the New Day were going to win this, And technically they did win it by disqualification. Yeah. Because Rowan hit him with a hammer to get DQ'd, and then the Bludgeon Brothers beat them up with hammers. Oh man. Oh yeah, I didn't really talk about this feud. To be fair, there isn't really a feud here between these two. The only reason this match is happening is because the New Day won a tournament to become the number one contenders.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. And the Bludgeon Brothers have been dominating the tag team division. That's pretty much this feud. But these two will go on to have a rematch on the next SmackDown. And the New Day would actually win the titles, which is because Eric Rowan is actually injured. So the Bludgeon Brothers can't hold the titles anymore.
Okay.
It's kind of a shame.
I thought it seemed a bit hasty.
I say it's a shame. Yeah, it was a bit out of nowhere. It's a shame in that it's always a shame that the titles have to drop because of somebody being injured, because it means they don't get to do the storyline they wanted to do.
Yeah.
But also, I like seeing the New Day as champions, and I haven't really enjoyed the Bludgeon Brothers reign.
I could kind of done with someone else being champions. I'm a bit fed up of New Day, but...
Yeah, but then I suppose it was just right time, right place, and that they were already in the feud, and then Eric Rowan got injured, so they're like, oh well, we'll drop it to them.
Yeah.
I would, but I would have been happy to see, like, you know, the Bar win it. That would have been great. Got a lot of time for the Bar, or the Usos, or the New Day. The SmackDown tag division is still the best division. It's got the 3 best tag teams of Raw.
Yeah.
Of Raw? I mean of WWE. So next up, we have the Kevin Owens versus Braun Strowman match. This feud, oh my, Braun Strowman has been bullying Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
But Kevin Owens convinced Stephanie McMahon, because Braun has been bullying him, to give them a match where if Kevin wins, he gets to win Braun's Money in the Bank briefcase, even if it's a disqualification or count-out victory. Oh man, I thought Kevin was going to win this, I really did.
Yeah, me.
I felt so sorry for him.
This was...
He actually came out wearing Money in the Bank themed gear.
Yeah, he had special gear.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Man,
KO in the bank.
Green.
Looks cool. Yeah. Looked Irish. And I bet £10 on this match. I would have won like £60 if KO won.
This was very disappointing.
It was. This ended up being a squash match. Braun beat the shit out of Kevin and he won, and that was it. Oh man.
Chokeslammed him on the ramp, which looked just really, really nasty.
Ooh, yeah.
And
poor Kevin Owens.
What was the point?
No wonder he quit.
Yeah.
Kayfabe quit.
I think this was more to keep... It was damage limitation, wasn't it? They had to keep the case on Strowman to avoid the mutiny by the fans of the main event.
Yeah, they did.
But still, don't sacrifice a performer like Kevin Owens for it.
No. Just didn't need to give Strowman a match.
Yeah.
That would have also been fine.
Oh well.
So the next match is the Becky, Charlotte, Carmella triple threat. There's not really much story to this match. Becky was next in line for a title shot, kind of. So she gets a title shot against Carmella because she beat her on SmackDown. However, during the build-up to this match, Charlotte got added to the match. Now, there's a lot of story for Charlotte versus Carmella, because Charlotte lost the title to Carmella, because Carmella unfairly, shall we say, cashed in with the Money in the Bank briefcase when Charlotte was down. So it makes sense that Charlotte would want to be in this match, but it feels unfair for Becky, and it feels like the story wanted it to feel unfair for Becky. Like the odds were stacked up against her.
Yeah.
Ah, man. And Charlotte is a face, but the crowd pretty much were booing her because they wanted Becky to win.
Yep.
I still like Charlotte, but I do like Becky more, so I understand.
Charlotte's a very natural heel, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I have enjoyed her as a face for a while, though.
No, yeah. She doesn't feel like a face to me. She just...
Yeah, well, her face run at the moment is just like that she's a face because of how good she is.
Yeah, that's a very heel thing, though, isn't it? Being...
It is, yeah.
Dominating and very sure of your own abilities and stuff.
Yeah. We do see a new Charlotte t-shirt advertised as she comes down to the ring. It says Second Nature. Very clever.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Yeah, because she is the second nature boy. Well, technically not. She'd be the third. But yeah. Also, Charlotte has bigger boobs now. What?
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
They were. She couldn't have had a boob job between the last SmackDown and this show.
No, she was off recently because one of them got ruptured.
Ooh, jeez.
So maybe when they were repairing it, they chucked a bit more silicone in there.
Oh God, maybe. Jesus.
But they look ridiculous.
So they do a bit really distracting.
Yeah.
So I didn't really enjoy this match too much. I did enjoy the end sequence. The last few bits of the match were quite exciting.
Yeah.
But the match overall was a bit crappy. So we did get Charlotte's top rope super corkscrew moonsault, which was pretty awesome.
Is that the one that missed?
Jeez.
Missed completely.
Yeah. But it looks freaking cool.
Yeah. She got Carmella and Becky was just knocked down by the ensuing breeze.
Yeah. Charlotte also gets the Walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
Jesus. I've written here Walls of Jericho by Flair. Jericho Flair. Did Jericho and Flair ever have a match? Because that would have been awesome.
I think they might have.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever had an actual program together. So that would have been an interesting match.
Yeah.
So the crowd go crazy every time Becky gets the disarmer in. And she gets the disarmer on Carmella. But then, oh no, Charlotte gets the natural selection on Becky and wins the title. Poor Becky. We're all sad. Big boos. Charlotte wins. We wanted Becky to win.
We did.
But then we get the awesome moment that I've been waiting for a long time. If you go back to our Money in the Bank review or Money Bank predictions video, I wanted this to happen a lot. We get a hug between Charlotte and Becky. The crowd boo it. And then Becky attacks Charlotte. Oh yeah. And she kicks the shit out of her. And the crowd cheer it. And the crowd love it.
Yep.
And it's heel Becky. And I've wanted Becky to be heel for a while.
I would argue that
I wanted to go around breaking people's arms.
It's bigger babyface Becky.
The
crowd did not treat this like a heel turn. They treated it like a face turn.
They did. Oh man. The crowd chant "You deserve it" to Charlotte.
Yeah, when she was crying, it was brilliant. Reminded me of that time when I think Caitlyn was crying and everyone's chanting "Nah, hey, hey, goodbye." It was supposed to be really emotional, but the crowd shit on it.
Everybody hated. No time for Caitlyn at all. You can't be a good face when you're against AJ Lee.
No. But yeah, this was yeah.
This was a good moment.
It was a good moment. I enjoyed it.
We'll see where WWE go. I'm really hoping they don't turn Becky into a cowardly heel, because that seems like that's the only type of heel WWE know how to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to see Becky as a coward. I just want to see her as a very angry woman that wants to beat the crap out of Charlotte. Anyway,
yeah,
next we have. Oh, yep.
I don't know, Becky just feels very justified in beating up Charlotte, so it hasn't quite worked as WWE wanted.
She's a Kevin Owens kind of heel.
Yeah, Charlotte kind of walked in there and got a title shot when Becky's been fighting for months to get recognition.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was the first SmackDown Women's Champion. She wants it back, yo.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
Anyway.
She didn't even keep the SmackDown Women's Championship for very long, did she? She lost it to Alexa pretty fast.
Yeah, because WWE seems intent on putting the titles on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte and no one else.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, on to the next match. My main event.
Yeah, my main event.
TNA's old main event.
Yeah. Welcome to 2010.
Samoa Joe. Yeah, Jesus. Or fucking 2004, 2005,
yeah.
2006.
Welcome to ROH. Welcome to...
Actually, no, Joe didn't join TNA until 2005, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010.
Yeah. When I was watching...
WWE has become old school TNA.
Yeah. I never thought I'd see this in WWE, ever.
No. For the WWE Championship.
Oh, no.
Shit. These two are so good together.
Yes.
I've been waiting. I've been looking forward for this to happen.
Testament to how good they are, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. So, for those people listening who don't know much about TNA's history, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe have been at war with each other in TNA quite a few times. For the X Division Championship, for the TNA World Championship, for the X Division Championship again. It's all happened. It's all been good. don't think they've ever tag teamed together, or they don't think they've ever been a team.
They've never won a title. I think they might have teamed a few times.
Yeah, right. Fair play. So the storyline anyway towards this match is that Joe was announced number one contender because he's brilliant and because he hasn't had a shot yet. Basically, he's like the only other main eventer that hasn't had a chance at AJ. Even Daniel Bryan got a match against AJ. That one on SmackDown that got interrupted. So since he got announced, he's been attacking AJ, and he's gotten real personal with AJ, telling him that AJ has put the title before his own family and that he's a terrible father and a husband. And he reads out the letter from a fan who says that he reads out the fan is like, Joe, what you've been saying about AJ makes me feel sick. Not because it's a lie, but because it's true. I hope that you beat AJ Styles so that he can go home. And then she says, from Wendy Styles, which is AJ's wife. Which is, so in kayfabe, like AJ's last name is actually Styles, and his family's last name's Styles.
His wife's taken his stage name.
Yeah, which I find really funny. But they refer to AJ and Joe as like they've been friends for 20 years. No, they've been fighting each other for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking about, if they've ever tag teamed together. Maybe they've teamed together before, but they haven't been friends for 20 years. They've been fighting each other for titles for 20 years.
They've been rivals for most.
This is nothing new to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, so yeah, like kayfabe wise, I don't think they've ever been friends. So in this match, Joe is wearing SmackDown blue shorts for some reason, and AJ is wearing purple, which looks really weird.
Yeah.
But it means that he doesn't clash so much with Joe's attire. So fair play. Again,
there's a lot of wrestlers on this show
that
changed up their attires a bit, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were. Although Braun Strowman wore exactly the same.
Of course he did. He always does the same thing.
He's wearing exactly the same clothes as he wore when he was in the Wyatt family. Except he ties his hair back now, which looks cooler, I guess.
Yeah.
He definitely looks cooler just with the changes to his hair. And he doesn't wear the stupid mask, the black sheep mask.
And he's lost a fuck ton of weight.
Yes, that's me. Yeah. So, before the match starts, Joe takes the microphone and he announces to the crowd that AJ's wife and child are watching, and the camera pans to them in the crowd. One of the few times ever where like involving a wrestler's family has actually worked to good effect.
Yeah.
I've actually enjoyed this angle. Samoa says that, don't worry because Daddy's coming home tonight. Oh man. Because in his head he's going to beat AJ, so AJ will get to go home because he won't be champion anymore. I mean, no, he'll still be contracted to WWE. He'll still have to wrestle. He won't get to go home just because he's not the champion. Jesus. But whatever. It still makes for a good story. And we get a fantastic, great match. AJ takes one of his sick bumps where he goes to knee Joe. No, Joe's on the outside and AJ's on the ring apron. He does a running knee, but Joe catches the knee and then kicks his feet out from under him, and he slams into the ring apron.
Yeah.
Which would kill a normal man. Man, this much. You know how some people say that that those two wrestlers put on a wrestling clinic. It feels like this match they put on a AJ versus Joe clinic.
Yeah.
as if they're going, look, this is what an AJ versus Joe match is like, and it looks good.
Yeah, man.
Joe suicide dive. I think Joe's suicide dive is my favourite suicide dive of any wrestler. It looks so brutal. Yeah, he hits AJ with the suicide dive. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
AJ gets some Ushi Galoshi on Joe, which is freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh,
doesn't he injure his knee doing that? He sells the knee because you've got a near 300-pound man landing on your knee.
Yeah. Styles gets Joe up for the Styles clash.
Oh yeah.
And the crowd are like, whoa. And I'm like, nah, I already know he can do it. I've seen him do it loads of times.
But Joe just barely
to the WWE
lifts his
crowd.
head, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
He nearly gets completely fucking
scary
necked.
moment.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm like, Joe, you almost just got your neck broken, for fuck's sake. Oh man, that was scary. So scary. But I do like how the WWE crowds are impressed that AJ can pick Joe up.
Yeah.
Well, if you've seen them wrestle before, you already know he can.
AJ is quite a powerful man.
He is, yeah. His freaking torture rack that he did on John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's very, very strong. Oof. But yeah, he gets the clash, but Joe kicks out, and then AJ gets the calf crusher on Joe, but Joe grabs him, slams like his head against the mat, and gets him into the coquina clutch. Oh man, it's good. But I think AJ makes it to the ropes. Yeah.
Yeah, then Joe calls for the muscle buster, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
But no one quite
which we'll
got
probably
it,
never see.
Joe hasn't done the muscle buster since he broke Tyson Kidd's neck, has he?
Yeah, so we know he won't ever hit it in WWE.
I think
Probably
they
not
might
anyway.
let him do it on AJ.
Because AJ's so used to doing it.
Yeah, because these two
They
know
might
each
do,
other
yeah.
really well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be the finish of their next match, possibly.
Yeah, man.
That'd be quite cool. So, the two end up on the outside, and then we get like the best moment of the match. When Joe gets a microphone, and he stands up on the table, and he says, "Wendy, looks like I won't be able to keep my promise. Daddy's not coming home tonight, but don't worry, I'll be your new daddy."
And the crowd were like,
man.
ooh.
Oh, it was great. And then AJ like immediately stands up and just stares like daggers into Joe.
Yeah.
Fucking Samoa Joe, mate. What a guy. He's great. So AJ just runs and dives at Joe and dives him through the barricade. And then he starts like throwing the ringside crew members around. He's like, "Get the fuck out of my way," and he throws them like over the barricade.
Jobber guy got
Poor
chunked.
guy. Yeah.
Did you notice the night before he was involved in the Gargano Ciampa match as well?
Oh no, I didn't.
I think one of them threw that same guy at the other, so he wasn't having a good weekend.
Spicy there. Or a very fun weekend. Probably got to get thrown around by like two of his favourite wrestlers. So that's quite cool. I'd happily do that. Ah man, fucking Joe. Jesus. AJ's title reign. Oh yeah, so before I get onto that, AJ hits Joe with steel chair and gets disqualified.
Yep.
So technically Joe wins. And AJ keeps the title though. AJ's title reign, even though it's quite long, has had a lot of screw finishes.
Yeah.
Like he's only won 2 matches clean.
Jesus,
No,
really?
3 matches. Yeah, I think so. Because he beat Nakamura in their first match, and then he beat them in their final match. He beat Jinder clean. Okay, it's like 3 matches clean. Did he even have a rematch? And then like all his matches with Kevin Owens have been like screw finishes, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's only had like 3 clean victories in his title run. Oh man. That's awful. Jesus.
Oh yeah, there
He's
was a
actually lost quite a lot.
a heartbreaking bit after the match, wasn't there, where Styles goes to pick up his daughter, and she like recoils and goes, "Daddy, you're bleeding," and he has to give him back to his mum. And it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's quite sad.
I don't know if it was like that was intentional or not, but it was really good.
There's no way that was intentional, like with the child that young,
Yeah.
but it did add to the story.
Yeah.
'Cause it kind of like, it's like, oh, you've been away from your family too long.
Yeah, he said
that's why you didn't want to
he
stay.
was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Oh my, it was good. I actually think Joe will beat him at Hell in a Cell. A lot of people think Joe is going to beat him at Hell in a Cell, actually. Seems to be popular opinion. But I think that,
he's had a long reign, hasn't he, AJ, so far?
Yeah. But I think after Joe beats him, I think AJ is like gonna not turn up for a while. He's gonna take some time off probably.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense with the story if he does that. He's gone home to spend time with his family.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it doesn't make sense if he comes back. It also means he could disappear for a while and have a comeback at the Royal Rumble, which would be quite cool. Maybe even win the Royal Rumble.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe. That would be awesome. I've got like a dream scenario in mind where AJ loses to Joe, takes some time off, and then Joe goes in a feud with Cena, and Joe and Cena have a great feud. And Joe, weirdly in my dream scenario, Joe drops the title to Cena, maybe at the Royal Rumble. But then AJ Styles is in the Royal Rumble, wins the Royal Rumble to set up AJ versus Cena at WrestleMania. That's like my dream scenario. Yeah. Because then Cena gets to break Flair's record, but not at WrestleMania. So the damage is kind of limited.
Yeah.
especially at the Royal Rumble, because if the main event is the Royal Rumble match, you have John Cena breaks Flair's record, people boo him, but at least it doesn't close the show. You have AJ Styles winning the Royal Rumble to close the show, which would be perfect. Oh man. But I'm not so sure if that will actually happen, but it would be great if it did. Other scenarios are like that AJ doesn't lose the title to Joe but ends up losing it to The Miz, and they set up The Miz versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the title, which would also be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we done with that match, I guess?
Yeah.
On to the next awkward segment. Elias comes out and he breaks his guitar. Yeah.
And then walks off angrily.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's this really funny moment before his guitar breaks. He says, it's a great feeling when everybody loves you. And you can hear somebody in the crowd go, no one likes you. And you actually hear a different guy in the crowd go, yeah, I hate him. I really hate him. It's fucking great. I'll see if I can splice that in, and hopefully the video might not get taken down.
Yeah.
It's a very short bit, but we'll see. But God, it's so funny. Oh man. Next we have the backstage segment with The Miz and the B Team. Which is quite funny. Quite enjoyed this. Yeah. The B Team say how they're doing great without The Miz. The Miz is like, hey, do you want to, how about you get my luggage for old time's sake? They're like, no, we're not the Miztourage anymore. We're the B Team. And by the way, the B in B Team stands for Daniel Bryan. We're hoping he beats you. Oh yeah, and they say they want to have their own reality TV show called Total Fellas.
That was great.
Yeah. And then they ruin it by saying, but with a B, should be called Total Bellas. So if anybody's watching this and they don't know why this is funny, The Miz has just started up his own reality TV show called Miz and Mrs. That's why they're making the joke that they want their own reality TV show. Apparently Miz and Mrs. are doing well, so that's good for him. And I do like The Miz, so good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, next we have Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. The build for this has been great, possibly not intentional. Like, it's all their old storylines coalescing into this, which works pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a rare case where WWE haven't just rushed it. Daniel Bryan and Miz had their feud ages ago at the start of Daniel Bryan's WWE career, and they haven't really feuded with each other since then. But they've had moments, which we'll get to, and now it coalesces into this match, which is really cool.
Yeah, the video package at the start of this was really good.
Oh yeah, freaking, I think it's Bo. I forgot about this. In their segment with the B Team and The Miz, he's just like, how is your show doing? What's it called? Miss and Merce? because if you Merce is how you pronounce Mrs. according to how it's spelt. MRS, Merce. I think that's like the joke.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, Daniel Bryan and The Miz also have, their careers are weirdly similar. They both won the Money in the Bank and they both cashed in. They're both former WWE champions, former tag team champions, former US champions, and former Intercontinental champions. Although I don't think The Miz ever won the world title, which Bryan did win.
He did.
Oh, did he? Shit.
Yeah, he won the
Right,
WWE championship, didn't
he? Yeah, but I mean the world title.
Oh,
not
no,
WWE title.
He won a world title then.
Yeah, he won the WWE title. Daniel Bryan has also won the WWE title. But what I'm saying is Daniel Bryan has won the world title as well. Okay. So there is a title Bryan has won that Miz hasn't. But there isn't a title that Miz has won that Bryan hasn't. Also, weirdly, both have beaten John Cena in WWE title matches. Daniel Bryan... No, wait, let's do it the other way. So The Miz defended his championship against... Oh no, The Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Randy Orton, who was the champion, and he won the title. He then successfully defended his title against John Cena because of The Rock interfering. Whereas Bryan beat John Cena for the title, but then got cashed in on by Randy Orton. Oh, yeah. Very weird, a weird kind of poetry there. Oh man, it's so strange. Although Bryan would eventually go on to beat Randy Orton. So both have technically beaten Randy Orton as well. Both have beaten John Cena and Randy Orton. Very strange. But yeah, strangely similar careers, despite both being like complete opposites of each other when it comes to the kind of wrestlers they are. So yeah, the story of these two Daniel Bryan came into WWE into their reality, kind of mock reality show NXT before it became a great side brand. The Miz was already a WWE star, and Daniel Bryan joined as a, in inverted commas, rookie. And each rookie was assigned a pro who was meant to train them, and Bryan's pro was the Miz, even though Bryan was already a veteran wrestler. In fact, he was already a better wrestler than the Miz.
Yeah.
And this very much played into their on-screen program together. They didn't get along. Miz was saying that, you need charisma, you need to play it to the camera, and Bryan was all like, no, you just need to be a good wrestler, I'm a good wrestler. And eventually they would feud, and Daniel Bryan would beat the Miz for his US title, which ironically would leave the Miz open to go and cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase and win the WWE title. But that's fine. But was pretty much the end of their rivalry up until Daniel Bryan would surpass the Miz in that he'd become a bigger star than the Miz ever had been. He'd win the WWE title, but he'd then retire, unfortunately. And while he was retired, he came back as SmackDown's general manager. General manager? Or is it commissioner? General manager, yeah. And while he was general manager, him and the Miz would very much be at odds. We had the infamous segment where they were on Talking Smack, which is a kind of a post-SmackDown talk segment show, which was quite entertaining actually, where the Miz was on it, and Daniel Bryan talks how about he doesn't respect the Miz, or he thinks the Miz is the coward, and then and then the Miz gets really angry and he goes, I'm the coward, you're the coward, Bryan. Why are you here? You're retired. You can't wrestle anymore. You call me a coward, but I'm the one who's still getting in the ring. I'm the one that's a champion right now, and you can't even wrestle. You're the coward. You could leave. You could go wrestle anywhere else, but you won't. And then Daniel Bryan gets really angry and walks off. And then this kind of just spilled into them hating each other while they were both on SmackDown. Even though Bryan wasn't a wrestler at the time, the Miz would start using Daniel Bryan's moves in his matches to mock him. Daniel Bryan would make him defend his title often, even though he didn't want to. And then eventually the Miz would go over to Raw, and he'd be thankful because he was away from Bryan, but he'd still continue using Bryan's moves over on Raw. It's ironically the Miz using Daniel Bryan's moves actually made him more of an entertaining wrestler to watch. Actually made him a better wrestler. But eventually Daniel Bryan came back. He got cleared from injury, and he came back to wrestle on SmackDown. But before he came back to wrestle, he managed to make a deal with Kurt Angle, the GM of Raw, to get the Miz back on SmackDown because Daniel Bryan wanted to punch him in the face. And eventually these two would start their rivalry up again, and it would lead into this. The Miz has been super angry at Bryan, acting like he generally wants to beat Bryan up, but also still portraying the coward, weirdly. He's done it quite well. And Bryan is just really wants to beat up the Miz. Alright, on to the actual match. Daniel Bryan keeps teasing that, the punch. He wants to punch Miz in the face. He's doing his William Regal power of the punch pose.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's a cool back and a half. We get there's a point in the match where the Miz impressively uses the submission technique that Bryan uses, the Romero special, or the surfboard, as it's also called.
Oh yeah, surfboard.
Yeah, very impressive technique, but Bryan breaks out of it and then applies his own, which is also very impressive. We got a lot of yes kicks and yes drop kicks, and the it kicks, as the Miz calls his version of them. Man, there's the moment when Miz is kicking Bryan with his it kicks, but then Bryan starts leaning into them as if they have no effect on him, and it powers him up. Strong style, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Man, I really want to see Bryan versus Nakamura. That has to happen at some point. But I think Bryan said when he was still injured, he said if there's one person on the roster he wants to wrestle, if he could, it would be Nakamura. So these two have to be, they have to feud at some point. Bryan versus Nakamura would be fucking great.
Yeah, man.
So Bryan calls for his running knee, but it gets reversed into a attempted figure four, which then gets reversed into an attempted yes lock, which gets reversed into a catapult into the corner, and the Miz hits the skull crushing finale. Very cool combination, but Bryan kicks out. Holy shit. But then The Miz goes for the running knee to mock Daniel Bryan, but Bryan kicks him in the head. I really enjoyed this match. These two are fucking great together.
Yeah.
It's just the chemistry they have in the ring is brilliant. But then we get to the end of the match. The match ends in great controversial fashion. I actually enjoyed the ending of this match. Bryan goes for a suicide dive, but The Miz has grabbed brass knuckles from Maurice.
Yeah.
And he hits him. He hits him in the face as Bryan goes for a suicide dive, throws his knuckles away, and he pins him. He beats Bryan with a punch to the face. A punch to the face. Poetic.
It was great. I didn't even notice
it was great, yeah.
Miz getting the knock up the brass knucks off
Oh, man.
Maurice.
I knew when he went over to her, I was like, oh, they're going to do something. They're going to do something. Bryan fell to the power of the punch. Fucking, that was William Regal's old move. He used to cheat with brass knuckles. But yeah, you get the poetic victory in that Daniel Bryan has been saying how he wants to just punch The Miz in the face, but then The Miz wins with a punch into the face. It's great. It's a great end. One of my friends really wanted Daniel Bryan to win, but I think it's better for The Miz to win at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, firstly, I like The Miz anyway, although I do like Bryan more, but with this victory, it adds more to the feud. If Daniel Bryan had won, it would be a bit empty, because even though their rivalry has been going on for a while, this feud has only been 1 month, and it feels a bit empty to finish their really long rivalry with a 1 month feud, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So this is good. This gives The Miz a victory, which does wonders for him. He's beaten Daniel Bryan. I feel like it doesn't really damage Daniel Bryan. He's still Daniel Bryan. He hasn't lost anything.
Yeah. Unfortunately, SmackDown gave us the next chapter, didn't it, in this, which is going to be Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan versus Miz and Maurice. I've got no interest in seeing Maurice or Brie Bella wrestle.
No, it's a throwaway match.
Yeah, that's been one of the problems with Daniel Bryan's comeback so far, I think, is 90% of the matches have been throwaway.
Yeah. Also, weirdly, we had that reveal, didn't we, on SmackDown, that they're definitely going to have a match. And then this week on Raw, both the Bella Twins were on Raw, and they were like, oh, we're going to be back in action next week. So wait, is Brie on both SmackDown and Raw? Is she a free agent? Is everybody a free agent? Fucking hell. I hate it. Well, that's fine. I just hate the Bellas, so it makes sense. But I bet this match, this mixed gender tag team match, will probably end up like Brie will pin Maurice or Maurice will pin Brie. So like it still doesn't end the story. It still keeps it a question of who is better, Bryan or The Miz. And then it might end their feud for now until WrestleMania. I think this is a pit stop until WrestleMania, probably.
I'd be amazed if they had the restraint to keep it going that long.
I
think even Daniel Bryan said himself that he'd be amazed if WWE had the restraint to keep the feud going that long.
Did he?
Yeah, he just gives zero fucks in interviews. He's amazing.
Because it would work best if this tag match ended it. They did separate things, like The Miz went after the A title. Daniel Bryan feuded with Nakamura, but then they ended up feuding again for WrestleMania, and then that would be their proper finale. Let's hope they do that. Oh well. But I think WWE will maybe keep it going, because isn't Bryan's contract running out soon?
Yeah, hasn't it run out this week as we're recording this?
So they're kind of like, look, Daniel, The Miz beat you, even though it's in controversial fashion. So if you leave, at least you've given The Miz a victory over you.
Yeah.
But if you stay, then we'll let you beat him.
Yeah, I think All In was announced, and then WWE were like, "Hey, Bryan can wrestle for us again."
yeah, it's pretty much what happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh my. They're so see-through when you say things like that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyway, that was a great match.
Side note, did you hear that Neville's finally been let go from WWE?
Yeah, thank fuck.
And he can wrestle immediately.
I'm really hoping he goes to New Japan.
Yeah, it'll almost definitely be All In, but Yeah, good seeing him
all
finally
in. Yeah,
be able to do stuff again.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, I'm hoping New Japan. Please, New Japan. He would fit New Japan. He's been in New Japan before. I think he was actually in New Japan when Bryan was in New Japan. Oh man, I think they were in the junior heavyweight division together.
He's definitely about when Balor was about in New Japan.
Yeah, really want to see him back there. I actually completely forgot when I was watching it live. I forgot about this match, that this was even happening. We have Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor. Oh man, I really hope though, and I kind of thought I had an inkling of a suspicion towards it because of the build-up, because like the week before, Baron Corbin had beaten Finn Balor and like beaten the crap out of him. I thought, ooh, maybe Finn Balor will bring out the demon, because it's SummerSlam and he hasn't done it for ages, and he did. We fucking got Demon Finn Balor. Ah, yeah. Finn Balor has like this alternate personality, kind of, which is Demon Finn Balor, where he wears demonic face paint and it brings out another side to him, a more ferocious side. A side that is undefeated.
And if you
but
don't
we haven't
know,
seen it for a very, very long time.
I can say, if you also don't know, Alex has a massive boner for Finn Balor.
I think most guys have a boner for Finn Balor.
Yeah.
He is a very cool guy.
He's a very good looking man,
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he is. Oh my.
But
he hasn't been Demon Finn for a while, not even at WrestleMania. Jesus.
I really like the cool swirling smoke above the ring when
yeah,
he made his
I also like
that was the only 3D graphics that looked good.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was 3D. I think they actually had like screens like in the top bit of the arena that had that on it.
Nah, it was it was just more subtle version of their shitty 3D augmented reality things.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It actually made it look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Baron Corbin and Finn Balor have been feuding for a while because Baron Corbin is a heel authority figure and Finn Balor is cool. So they've been feuding. They've already had like a pay-per-view match where it's just normal Finn Balor and Finn Balor won, which is kind of why I thought they can't just have another match unless it's going to be Demon Finn. And it was. And he came out in his demonic face paint and he kept sticking his tongue out because apparently demons do that. That was weird, but kind of funny. But it's still cool, I guess. And we actually got a squash match, kind of similar to Strowman versus KO. Like, Baron Corbin didn't actually get any moves in. Finn Balor just came out and beat the crap out of him. He did the double foot stomp to the... Yeah. He did a double foot stomp to the back of the neck, which is an awesome move and looks brutal. But he used to use that quite a lot on NXT, but hasn't used it on the main roster that much. But I love it when he does that. He needs to use it more often. He gets the coup de grace, and he wins. Ah, yeah. Corbin gets no offense. I'm hoping this signals that Demon Finn will come out more often. Maybe at, pay-per-views. It was great in NXT when we'd definitely get him for every takeover. It was really cool. But who knows? Who knows what will happen?
I think
anyway.
WWE've sort of given this mindset now that the demon only comes out when Balor really needs it. So some people have found it a bit weird that the demon deemed Corbin a threat.
Yeah, I think it was more that he.
Yeah, regardless, it was cool to see cool to see the demon regardless.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was weird that Finn Balor brings out the demon to face Corbin, but then the next night at Raw, when he gets the Universal title shot, he doesn't bring out the demon.
Yeah.
But as we all know, as I'm sure in kayfabe as well, it takes him 5 or 6 hours to put on all the body paint.
Yeah.
It's something ridiculous. He needs a lot of prep time to bring out the demon, it seems.
Yeah, he has to employ a guy to do it, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on now, though, on Raw with Finn Balor, because Baron Corbin beat him again. But
yeah, he was the demon, then he had a world title shot, and then he's back to dealing with Corbin, yeah.
Yeah. But it also looks like Corbin is going to be feuding with Bobby Lashley.
Oh, dear.
So I don't know what Finn has left to do. I want him over on SmackDown. I want him to feud with Nakamura. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually hoping Baron Corbin would fire him because he hates him so much, because then SmackDown could pick him up.
Yeah, that would make sense. Didn't they have superstar shake-up around SummerSlam last year, or am I thinking completely wrong? Or was that the year before?
They have the draft at WrestleMania, right? And then they have a shake-up. Yeah, maybe they did.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
I think it's just Vince's whim when they have one now, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Shall we move on?
So we get a backstage segment with Daniel Bryan and Brie. So it's good continuity to have that happen. So it's like, oh, Brie hasn't completely forgotten about her husband. And we have it before the Ronda Rousey match, which Brie would be there for. So it was good placement, I think. But that's not the next match. The next match is the rematch of the century. It is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy for the US title. Because last month at Extreme Rules, Nakamura beat Jeff Hardy in the match of the card, in a 6-second match when Nakamura low-blowed Jeff Hardy before the match, and then Kinshasa'd him as soon as it began and won. And it was hilarious and awesome, and I loved it. Since then, Randy Orton has weirdly been stalking Jeff Hardy, but he's not in this match. Don't know why. And he doesn't get involved in the match either. Nakamura actually wins clean, which is good. Good. I love seeing Nakamura with the title. His title suits him so well. Yeah. This match is actually better than I thought it would be. Like Hardy's a bit more fluid in this match than I thought he'd be. Jeff does a delete chant, and then Nakamura mocks him. He's like, "Oh, how'd you do that?" And then Jeff Hardy mocks Nakamura's walk thing, and then pretends to do the Nakamura dance, and then he goes, "Come on!" I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that was great.
This is kind of what I envisioned these two doing together when they'd have a match, unlike their first match together on SmackDown, which was really bad. Which was back when Nakamura was feuding with AJ and they had a match.
Oh yeah.
And that was a really awful match, but this match was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, but it was entertaining. And then we had Jeff Hardy did the awful bump where he swanton bombed onto the ring apron. He wasn't aiming for Nakamura, mind. He didn't just do it on a whim. But Nakamura moved out of the way. And Jesus Christ, swanton onto the ring apron. Poor guy. And then Nakamura took advantage of that and won. Fuck yes. Oh yeah, there was also a moment which is almost a patented Nakamura moment where he goes for the low blow, but the other guy moves out the way. And Nakamura's like, "Oh, can you blame me?" Kind of cheeky smile. You're like, "Oh, Nakamura, you're fucking great." It's a shame we didn't let Nakamura kick out of the swanton to make him look a bit stronger. Even though it was a clean victory, it was kind of made to look him lucky to win, because Jeff Hardy missed the swanton onto the ring apron, and that's why he won. So Nakamura wins, retains the title, and then Randy Orton interrupts his victory again, for God's sake. And then he comes down, he looks at Jeff Hardy, and then he walks off. Mind games. I don't understand it. Really could have delayed Randy Orton's return until the SmackDown after this, and had him not be in the Hardy Nakamura feud. Just kept it between those two.
Yeah, it's been a bit
Orton has done nothing
pointless.
really apart from beat up Jeff. Yes.
And grab his.
And it's just made Nakamura look weak. All it's done is make Nakamura look like he's not important. Just really annoying. So yeah, that was a short. Well, it wasn't that short. It was fairly short, but a fairly okay match. I enjoyed it. But next we have what I would call one of two main events. The rowdy Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
Yeah. Popular opinion going into this match was that it would be the crowning moment for our MMA UFC icon Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey. Oh man. The story is as follows. Alexa Bliss started this year as a great heel champion, but her best friend Nia Jax took the title from her at WrestleMania after she heard Alexa and Mickie James talking shit about her. Nia Jax realised Alexa was just a bully. After winning the title, Nia challenged Ronda. She wanted to prove how good she was. However, during their match at Extreme Rules, at Money in the Bank, Alexa, who won the Money in the Bank briefcase earlier that night, interfered, giving Ronda the DQ win when she attacked Ronda with the briefcase. She then cashed in and won the title from Nia. She then retained the title from Nia in a rematch. However, Ronda was due another shot at the title because she technically won her title match, but by DQ. So Ronda gets a shot at Alexa Bliss's title at SummerSlam. And here we are. So Natalya comes out to kind of introduce the match, I guess, because she's friends with Ronda and has been training her. And because Jim Neidhart died recently, which is her dad, she comes out wearing his jacket. I guess everyone forgot about how Jimmy did like an indie show dressed up as a member of the KKK. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
But it's fine, we'll keep that in the past. Sure, he's not racist. Don't speak ill of the dead. Yeah, okay, I won't. Anyway. Weirdly, like, Natalya comes out, but then the next person that comes out isn't Ronda, it's Alexa. So Natalya is like, she like comes out not before Ronda to introduce Ronda. She comes out like before the match to introduce the match.
Yeah.
It's very weird. But then Ronda Rousey comes out, and oh man, when you see Ronda and Alexa, oh yeah, before we get onto that, Ronda's face paint, oh my, she looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I was on Twitter and I scrolled past Jay Hunter's tweet that had her next to a picture of Mac from It's Always Sunny as the Nightman.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, she looks ridiculous. I don't know who does her makeup, but they need to stop.
They do. It's so
she
awful.
always looks terrible.
She does. She doesn't need makeup,
And her weird snake
just
hair.
leave her alone.
What was the deal with that?
Yeah, that was also weird. Just leave her face alone.
Yeah.
Let her just come out by herself without any stupid face paint on. And she looks badass enough as it is. You know what didn't make her look badass? Stupid face paint. Oh man. Right, so we get both women in the ring. And we truly see how massive Ronda is compared to Alexa. Oh my. Because it's not like Nia to Alexa. It's not big, fat Samoan lady versus small, weedy kind of heel. It's muscly beast of a woman versus small, weedy heel. My god. Ronda is like slightly taller and just like 3 times the amount of muscle. Jesus. It's like seeing a lamb, in this case Alexa, in the cage with a lion, in this case Ronda. It's like, holy shit, one of them is going to get torn to pieces, and it's Alexa, and she does. So yeah, Alexa does the whole sticking to the ropes and being like, no, get away from me. And then she runs away, and Ronda goes, alright, fine, just come back, I'll give you the ring. I'll tell you what, I'll turn around, I'll tell you what, I'll sit down. And she sits down and closes her eyes to let Alexa get back in. And Alexa gets her in a sleeper, and Ronda just powers out of it and hits her with a weird, like, spinning Samoan drop finisher.
Oh yeah.
Whatever that is. And then Ronda stops doing these hip throws while holding onto Alexa's arm. That looks fucking brutal. I like that move because of how brutal it looks, and I really hope it doesn't hurt the people she's doing it to. Then we get a moment where WB take advantage of Alexa Bliss's like weirdly flexible or maybe double jointed arm, which has been done before. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how every time
Ronda,
it happens, we're supposed to forget that Alexa is double jointed.
Well, to be fair, I think it's only happened once before.
It's happened 3 times, including this.
3 times? Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Right, so Ronda takes advantage of her like double jointedness to make it look like she's dislocating Alexa's arm. And then she gets her kind of armbar finisher in that isn't kind of an armbar, she just kind of folds the arm over.
Yeah, she kind of bends it the right way.
Yeah.
It's like weird, but yeah.
But Alexa taps out, we get the victory. This is a squash match. This is alright. I enjoyed it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm more looking forward to Ronda having matches against viable opponents, having competitive matches. And I hope that happens.
As do I, because this could get very boring very quickly otherwise.
Yeah. Oh.
Having a face over
Ronda Rousey
a lot
is
just not fun.
No. It works for a heel, not so much for a face.
Yeah.
It worked for Brock Lesnar because he's Brock Lesnar. But if they're trying to turn her into the female Brock Lesnar, that's not going to work. Because people have actually gotten tired of it with Brock Lesnar. So it actually wouldn't work because of Brock. Because people have gotten bored of it. It worked, 2 years ago. And it's been fun for a little while. Or 3 years ago now? Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ronda's the new women's champion. She celebrates with Natalya, and then weirdly the Bella twins come out. And they do get booed, which is good. And then they celebrate with her, which is very weird. Yeah, I'm glad they booed the Bella twins. They deserve to get the boos.
I think
but it's really weird her celebrating with them.
I skipped the celebration because Ronda was milking it a bit. It got quite boring.
Yeah. To be fair to her, she's an overexcited wrestling fan that's just won the title, you know?
Yeah.
She goes and like celebrates with her husband as well, which gets a cheer. Alright, the Raw after that, she ends up in inverted brackets breaking Stephanie McMahon's arm again, which is hilarious. Did actually quite enjoy that.
Yeah, I enjoyed Stephanie taking credit for it.
Yeah, because it was obvious that Ronda was going to come out and berate her, so it led to something good.
Yeah,
Stephanie was obviously heel doing it.
It was fun to see Stephanie play up to that image that all fans have, that she takes credit for everything that women do.
Yeah, it was good to see her recognise that, and kind of by living up to it, recognising that she admits that she's maybe not responsible for it all. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's not, but she's... Yeah. Anyway, should we move on from that?
Yeah.
Although I do think Alexa gets a rematch at Hell in a Cell. I think she said on Raw that she's reinvoking her rematch for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
she said
that was confirmed very briefly, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, on to your main event. The match everybody has been waiting for. The match two people has been waiting for. Roman Reigns and Vince McMahon. Yeah. People are still in the arena waiting for this match because of the chance that Braun might cash in. If Braun wasn't, if we didn't have a Money in the Bank possible cash in, I think people would have left because we really didn't want to see Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again. Because the last one was awful.
Destroyed.
Yeah, I enjoyed their first matchup with Brock beating the crap out of him, and then obviously Seth Rollins cashing in.
Yeah.
But the WrestleMania match was awful, and this match was kept short. I thought this match went the best way it could have if you were going to have Roman win.
Yeah.
And they kept this match short, which is good. Oh yeah, so as Roman enters the ring, we get the camera pans to a fan that's got like a sign of Roman wanking his arm as he does. But it's like a really ugly drawn picture of him. Oh man, it's like when people purposefully draw an ugly version of somebody. Yeah, it looks awful, and I'm really hoping it's done on purpose. I'm going to need to find a picture of it, but oh god, it looks so funny. So he gets booed, and then Brock Lesnar comes out and he gets booed. He still kind of has that atmosphere around him though. When his music comes on and he comes out, you do kind of think he's going to beat the shit out of whoever's in that ring.
Yeah, he's legitimately a scary man.
Yeah. And Brock circles the ring and doesn't even look at the fans at all. Completely ignores them. That's like people booing him like straight to his face, and he's just completely ignoring them. Doing the whole I don't give a shit about anybody. I would say gimmick, but I don't think it's a gimmick. But fair play to him, like keeping up this image. Having the having discipline to not look at the fan that's like got his thumbs down straight in his face, just ignoring him completely, staring ahead. Fair play to him for that. And Paul Heyman still does a great intro for Brock. And then we get the biggest pop of the night as Braun Strowman's music hits and he comes out. Oh man, because fucking hell, this is what people were waiting for. People wanted Braun to come out. People wanted Braun to win the title. And then weirdly, Braun misleads people into thinking he's going to cash in now by saying,
"Oh yeah,
I'm not going to wait until my opponent's got his back turned or they're tired, or I'm going to wait until the end of your match."
Yeah.
What? I do like how he says, I'm not scared of you, Roman, and I'm not scared of you, Beastie Boy. And then we get a Beastie Boy chant. And then he decides, I'll wait until the end of the match and then cash in.
Yeah.
It's a shame, because if he made it a triple threat match, that would have been awesome. To be fair, Brock does a good job of looking kind of scared and unsure of himself as he's trying to square up to Braun.
Yeah, but if it was a triple threat, we would have been taking the pinfall.
What, Braun? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the match starts and Roman starts kicking ass with 3 Superman punches and 3 spears. But the third spear gets reversed into a guillotine sleeper hold.
Did you not think that Lesnar's selling of the Superman punches got into like Shawn Michaels territory from when he wrestled Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan, yeah, it was a bit comical.
Sort of flopping around the ring.
It was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Brock takes his gloves off almost immediately, Roman goes for a Superman punch, but then Brock starts the German suplexes, and we get a "You both suck" chant. Oh man. Then we get a spear that Brock moves out the way of, and it ends up becoming Roman accidentally suicide diving Braun. And then Brock, very smartly, comes out and F5's Braun. To be like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want Braun cashing in.
And then beats the shit out of him with the briefcase.
Oh man. And then he throws the briefcase away. I legit thought that he'd thrown it into the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man. But he had amazingly thrown it right to the top of the ramp. And then he beats the crap out of Braun with a chair. Which makes sense. He can't get disqualified. Braun's not in the match. But then he goes to hit Roman with a chair, which would have got him disqualified, which is kind of weird. But Roman hits the spear instead and wins the title. Oh, man. Yeah. And he doesn't have to worry about Braun because Brock took Braun out. Fuck's sake, Brock. It was smart.
No, about the pinfall.
Yeah.
Brock had the wherewithal to swipe the chair off his face. But
yeah, he did, didn't he? Because as Roman speared Brock, the chair kind of went flying into ropes and then landed on Brock's face.
Yeah.
And then he just
swipes it off, and he's like, "Oh, yeah." If he'd have swiped it really hard, he would have lifted his shoulder, wouldn't
he? Yeah, he would have kicked out accidentally. Oh man. And then Roman celebrates. He enthusiastically gloats to Heyman's face, like, "I fucking beat him! Fuck you, Heyman!" Probably not swearing, mind, but it looks like it. It's great. And then we close the show before we hear the boos.
As soon as the bell rang for 3, I turned this off.
Yeah.
I
actually thought this was very cleverly done. I did enjoy it. And Roman did save quite a bit of face the next night on Raw when he came out and said, "The first thing I'm going to do is defend this title against the man that unfairly lost the title, Finn Balor." And people cheered that.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Trying so hard to get him over, bless him.
Yeah. Bless his little cotton socks. Oh man.
Bless his
little
unmakeable soul.
Yeah. Actually, watching this all happen with all the drama, it made me think that a triple threat with these three would actually be really good.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Brock, Roman, and Strowman. Mainly because of Strowman. But adding Strowman in maybe makes the other two more watchable. It'd be quite interesting. Maybe we'll get that eventually, I don't know. Depends when Brock plans on coming back.
Yeah, it won't be for a while. I think he's going to UFC, isn't he?
Probably, yeah. So God knows when he'll be back. But he probably will be back eventually.
Needs another couple of million.
For 5 minutes in the ring.
Yep.
To be fair, I guess, even though most of his matches are short, the one match that people hated, his WrestleMania match against Roman, was actually the long match where he did put in the effort to have a long, good match, but people weren't having any of it. Quite ironic, actually. Like, people started hating him for being part-timer, and when he did come back, he had short, really easy matches. But then the one time he has a long match that he puts in a lot of effort is actually the horrible match that we all hate. Poor Brock. He was probably thinking, like, "I'll fucking show you for saying that I don't put in the effort." But then when he does, we all hate him. Oh man, it's a shame. Oh well. So that's the end of SummerSlam 2018. I enjoyed SummerSlam. I thought it was good. I thought it was one of the best pay-per-views in a long time. Probably better than Money in the Bank, even though Money in the Bank was also really good. Probably better than WrestleMania. WrestleMania was a bit give and take.
I'm not keen on these super shows, the Manias and the SummerSlams that last for fucking 7 hours.
Yeah,
that's
including the pre-show anyway.
Yeah, I lose my attention very quickly.
Yeah,
especially when it's unfair having them the night after NXT shows, like, because you watch that and it's brief, it's all good, there's no wasted time or anything, and then the next night you tune in and it's just 2 hours of bullshit before the fucking actual show even starts. Like,
yeah, the only way you're having a good night watching a WWE pay-per-view is if you don't watch the pre-show.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous because they have matches on there. It's like, what? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
the pre-show tends to be a waste of time.
SummerSlam in 2 sittings.
Yeah, I didn't watch. Well, I watched SummerSlam, not the pre-show, in 1 sitting because I went to the pub with a couple of mates from work and watched it. It's pretty cool. It's definitely easier watching it with people. You got the atmosphere going. Oh man.
Yeah,
but I didn't watch the pre-show. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah.
A few bottles of Corona and I got bored and sleepy.
Yeah, that's fair. I was exhausted by like the final match. Actually, I think I was exhausted by the final hour. But then, like, Finn Balor in the demon paint, I was like, oh yeah. And Ronda Rousey was like, yeah, okay. And then Braun, I was like, yeah. So it had its ups and it's a couple of downs, but I think it had a lot of ups, which were good. I just think it was a pretty damn decent pay-per-view. Obviously, again, like you admitted that most of the action was really good, the matches were good, just some of the results weren't good.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the squash matches. I don't want to see that shit on a pay-per-view.
Yeah. That's fair.
Especially one of my favourite wrestlers. Like,
Kevin Owens.
Well, two of my favourite wrestlers. I love Alexa Bliss as well, but
fair play. I didn't mind the Alexa Bliss squash because it kind of had to happen.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with her and Nia. Like, Nia should have squashed her because that's the story was that Nia would squash her, but then they didn't. And
yeah, that's the match that should have happened at Mania, isn't it?
Yeah. So they've learned, you know.
Yeah.
But then it makes sense for Nia to squash her because Nia is that much bigger than her. She should have put up more of a fight against Ronda because Ronda isn't that much bigger than her. Should have maybe got the upper hand. Oh well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Ronda in competitive matches if that happens. Maybe their rematch will be a bit more competitive because maybe Alexa will, you know, now that she knows what's coming. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed Baron Corbin getting squashed by Demon Balor. That was good.
That was actually an entertaining and worthwhile squash because seeing the demon
Finn
is good. Yeah, psychological advantage.
Yeah, can't help but root for Balor as well.
And Corbin genuinely looked scared when the demon came out, which was brilliant.
Yeah, Corbin did a very good job of selling the demon Finn. It's good. Oh my.
I like how the next night he was differentiating between them. It's like he considers them two different wrestlers.
Yeah. That was really funny. I'm quite enjoying Corbin in his new role, you know.
Yeah, it does suit him well.
Yeah.
Takes his natural assholishness and embraces it.
Really goes with it. Yeah, it's good. And I don't mind Baron Corbin matches anymore. He's alright. It's not too bad. I think his worst match was the match I never saw, which was him versus Apollo Crews, NXT TakeOver London, that we didn't bother watching.
Yeah.
Oh no, you did, didn't you? I went out for a cigarette break.
Fucking had the pleasure of the whole thing.
Poor guy.
Two future Hall of Famers.
Well, probably neither of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the biggest event of the summer, or the biggest show of the summer, or whatever they were calling it.
Yeah.
And it was big, and I liked it. It was good.
It was definitely big.
I don't think there's much they could have done to make it better. They could have made it better if Braun won. That would have been about it.
Yeah.
And if KO had maybe had a better showing.
They made it now, sure.
Yeah. Right. Roll the credits. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed our review. I've enjoyed reviewing it. I hope you've enjoyed reviewing it, Jamie.
I have enjoyed it.
I do enjoy looking back at these pay-per-views, highlighting the cool bits, bitching about the stupid bits, and generally having a good time.
Yeah, man.
And if you liked our review, please have a look at our other reviews, like our Money in the Bank review, or our review of possibly one of the worst WWE pay-per-views, our Backlash review. That was awful.
Yes, and we should have some upcoming WrestleMania things.
Yeah, some old school WrestleMania reviews. Look forward to them.
Oh yeah.
Always wanted to do a bit of old school wrestling. I say old school, it's like Attitude Era. It probably is old school for like
20
younger
years ago.
fans. It's like, yeah, it's kind of old school. But the time when wrestling was at its most popular, we'll be reviewing some WrestleManias from that time period. Oh my. Where the wrestling quality was maybe quite a bit lower, but the storylines were kind of more powerful and more out there and extreme. And we did get a lot more extreme matches, like the tables, ladders and chairs matches, which were fantastic. With a smaller roster, but possibly a more powerful effect, that was the WB of the Attitude Era. And it was a fairly good time. So yes, thank you for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe, look at our other videos, and most importantly, enjoy. Goodbye.
Goodbye.